Pag-usapan natin ang Rain or Shine Elasto Painters na nung huling Philippine Cup nakaabot sila ng semifinals kontra San Miguel after nilang talunin ang TNT sa quarterfinals. Sa conference din na yon, nag-number 1 ng Rain or Shine in terms of points per game with 106.9, number 1 din sila sa threes per game with 11.2, and number 1 rin sila sa assist per game with 24.7 assist per game, which is nakakagulat kasi normally laging Barangay Ginebra ang number 1, pero last conference Rain or Shine ang nanguna sa assist per game. Kaya sila mataas sa points per game, threes per game, and assist per game kasi number 1 sila sa pace. Ibig sabihin nun, sila ang pinakamabilis na team sa buong PBA last conference. And yung pace nila na yun, hindi sila bara-bara lang. Kasi number 4 sila sa offensive rating and number 6 din sila sa defensive rating. Which meant they play above average defense, middle of the pack, and kapag nakakakuha sila ng stops, tinatakbo nila sa opensa. Kaya sila number 1 sa pace, number 1 sila sa points, number 1 sila sa threes, kasi number 1 sila in terms of volume. So overall, number 4 sila sa buong conference, last conference in terms of net rating. So ngayon meron akong mga ilang points or ilang mga bagay na gusto kong i-discuss. Last conference, naging malaking bagay kasi na si Coach 𝗪𝗪 finally na-gets niya na yung kung paano niya pagaganahin yung team. This Rain or Shine team is deep. Last conference, nung simula, I've criticized Coach 𝗪𝗪, pero as the conference progressed, mas naging consistent na yung lineups nila. Alam mo na kung sino yung mga talagang aasahan mong makita sa loob ng court as a fan. Alam mo na si 𝗵𝗁𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗁 andyan. Alam mo na si Datu kapag available andyan. Alam mo si 𝗧𝗄𝗶𝗴𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗁 andyan. And nowadays sa basketball, kita naman natin sa mga successful teams lately, talagang depth and direction are more important than ever. Just look at the Meralco Bolts, Boston Celtics. And kung itatahi ulit natin yung pace ng Rain or Shine, basically they have more possessions than the normal team. And they have more quality players kasi malalim sila from 1 to 12. Magandang formula siya for success, especially sa PBA na for years, talagang low volume, slower paced, and not necessarily a league na talagang 3-point shooting league. So, ang Rain or Shine, mabilis silang tumakbo, mataas sila in terms of volume, and tira ng tres, which is, and again, they were number 1 in scoring last conference. They had 6 players who averaged more than 10 points per game. Malaking factor talaga dun yung pace of play nila. They were playing the possession and the personal game. Yung super teams kasi, despite their perceived talent level, manineutralize yan to league average with occasional outlier performances. Kasi nga naman, diba, mas talented naman talaga yung player on a vacuum. Therefore, yung stacked teams na yon, quote-unquote, are not that far from teams like Rain or Shine na filled with above average talent. So kumbaga, ang ibig sabihin ko rito, yung 10 above average players, kapag ni-utilize mo yan properly, kaya nun tumapat or talunan yung mga teams na 6 lang yung lalim ng team nila and magagaling yung player and hindi pa ganun maximize talaga. And if kung kaya nga ng Meralco Bulls na talunan yung mga super team na ganun, kaya rin yan ng Rain or Shine if done right. So isa pang bagay na pwede nating abangan next conference or in the future ay yung Twin Towers ng Rain or Shine and yung front court nila in general. So they have Luis Villegas na hindi pa nakakapaglaro. He's a 6'7" stretch big who can shoot and can pass. Mataas din ng basketball IQ. And they also have Keith Datu. 6'8", can shoot, can defend, and not necessarily a big man na aasahan mo talaga sa ilalim. Pero the fact that he can shoot, league average, enough na yon for a 6'8" guy. Kasi in 18 games last season, si Keith Datu, he shot 33% from 3 on 4.3 attempts per game. Ang taas ng 4.3 for a big man. And sa PBA standards, that's more than enough to shoot for attempts per game, tapos 33% ka from 3, that's more than enough. And itong mga bigs na to are not your traditional bigs na mag-ooperate sa loob with their post-ups or nakaabang sa dunker spot, pero their shooting kasi malaking tulong para paluwagin yung court for Rain or Shine slashers like Adrian Nocum and Gian Mamuyak. Kasi nga diba mabilis yung pace ng laro nila. If you have big men na nasa trail, nagtitrail ng play sa transition, hindi basta-basta pwedeng mag-sink in yung tao nun sa ilalim to defend the slashers that they have. So malaking bagay and magandang fit sa team na to yung players like Luis Villegas, Keith Datu, and Bo Belga. Susunod naman, malaking bagay din for them yung addition ni Kaylan Chongson. Si 6'5" bruiser, can rebound, can defend, can occasionally shoot pag iniwang libre. So sa Rain or Shine, they have wings naman na medyo may pagka-bruiser like in the 4 position like Santi Santillan. And paminsan-minsan si Jonard Clarito or si Nick Demusis pwede mag-fill in dun sa role na yun kapag mag-i-small ball sila. Pero having Kaylan Chongson, a veteran, an experienced player overseas, I think we can expect instant impact from him. And hindi necessarily na i-dominate niya yung bola, pero he'll make a lot of plays na hindi basta-basta lang nalalagay sa stat sheet, and yung impact niya more than sa kung ano yung makikita mo lang mismo sa TV. So another wing sa rain or shine on the smaller side na pwede mag-slide sa dos na mas binibigyan ng bola ay si 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, na nung Philippine Cup last conference, he averaged 12.2 points, 3.3 rebounds, and almost 3 assists per game. Yung huling 5 laro nila sa playoffs, he averaged 19 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. So, yan yung last 5 games na yan talaga yung breakout run niya, in my opinion. Kasi talagang dito natin nakita si Mamuyak as someone na magli-lead ng team and as someone who will make plays with the ball. Kasi kilala siya mostly as a 3-and-D guy, pero nung sa playoffs na yun, kita mo talaga na gumagawa siya ng plays with the ball. Ini-split niya yung defense, magagather siya sa may free throw line, he'll draw a foul, ang dami niya free throws nung series na to. And I feel like kung makakapag-build upon siya do sa performance na yun, isa sa mga pinaka magiging mahalagang players para sa team na to. And pagdating naman sa guards, yung rain or shine, yung collection ng guards nila, maganda yung roon nila ng diversity sa bawat player na meron sila. Kasi they have Andre Karakut, who is a playmaker, who can make plays with the ball, can score, can shoot, can pass the ball. And you have naman Adrian Nocum na mas downhill type of player. Kung si Karakut, left to right, si Adrian Nocum, north to south. Talagang slasher. Puts pressure sa defense and will finish sa downhill plays. In contrary naman, meron din silang 𝗠𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, is a shooter. Percentages wise, doesn't really reflect kung ano yung kaya niyang gawin sa loob ng court, kasi 𝗠𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 can hit up. Tuwing makikita ko kasi siya, talagang yung defense nagre-react sa shooting niya despite having a percentage na 22% as far as I can remember. Pero the fact na meron kang shooter na kilala, na markado, ang laking bagay nun for spacing. And now they added 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, na base sa mga napanood ko dun sa 𝗛𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 Festival, he's more of a balanced guy. Kayang shoot, kayang mag-make plays, can defend, can slash. Kumbaga siya yung parang nasa gitna nilang tatlo, which is, again, good to have. And hindi lang sa guards department maganda collection ng rain or shine. Sa wings din. Okay? Again, we have 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, who is a 3-and-D plus type of player. Kayang mag-spot up, kayang mag-make plays with the ball, can occasionally pass. And they have Kaylan Chongson, more of a bruiser type of player. Kung si 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, hindi pa ganun ka-physical as a player, si Kaylan Chongson yung magbibigay sa'yo ng physicality. Diba? He can kind of shoot, he can defend. Hindi ko pa masabi kung kaya niya mag-create plays with the ball like 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, pero siya yung parang kabaliktaran ni 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵. And yung nasa gitna naman ng dalawa, si Jonard Clarito. He can shoot, he can defend, he can kind of make plays with the ball. So kumbaga siya yung balanced option, like yung 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 sa guards. And ang pinaka-underrated and pinaka-mahalaga din at the same time na factor na pwedeng mag-play sa darating na season ng rain or shine ay yung veteran leadership nila Bo Belga and Gabe Norwood. Ngayon na sila na yung medyo may pagka-older statesman sa team. Itong dalawang players na to, mataas ang IQ, grabe ang experience, and they've won championships sa team din na to mismo. So they know what it takes to be a winner, to be a champion. So I feel like magiging malaking bagay, especially si Gabe na hati na yung focus niya as a player and as a coach. So I hope they figure things out, rain or shine Elasto Painters, kasi sila yung kumbaga Meralco Bolts, nanalo sila ng championship by paving their own path, na hindi sila sumunod sa kung ano yung uso or kung paano bumubuo ng teams lahat. Meron silang sariling trip, and yung rain or shine yung kabaliktaran nun. Kung yung Meralco Bolts, mabagal sila, hindi sila nagta-turnover, and meticuloso sila in terms of execution. Yung rain or shine yung kabaliktaran. They play fast, hindi sila takot bumato, and they have a lot of players in their disposal na iba't iba yung skill set. So, meron silang option. At pwede sila magpaikot ng 10 hanggang 12 tao every game.